Welcome back to Mina's bookshelf. I need to catch up with my readings for the month of March, so we're doing a general energy check-in today. And we're going to start right away with a couple of oracle cards, and then we'll go into the tarot with the month ahead spread. So my first question is, what is the area of our lives where we need to focus our attention? What's the area of our lives where we need to focus our attention? Spirit guides from the pure white light, guardian angels, heavenly saints, ancestors who love us and want the highest good of all, Mother Nature, my animal totem, protect me during my readings, provide me with clarity, guidance, and inspiration. Help me deliver the right message at the right person. So this is a general energy check-in reading. It won't apply to all of you. You might resonate with the entire message, with part of the message. Don't forget that if you desire to receive a personal reading, I am available. You can contact me at the email address you will find in the description of this video. So what is the area of our lives? The viewers who need to receive this message will need to focus their attention. These are new decks for me. I'm still learning to get to know them. So I will rely heavily on the guidebook for this reading. So we got the card Back and Forth, and this is a card for the Quantum Oracle deck by Sandra and Taylor. So we are back and forth. This card reminds me a lot of the Two of Pentacles, and I do feel like this is a month where finding a balance, striking a balance between two possible energies, options, actions will be the theme of the month. And the person in this card is doing an excellent job. It seems like it's doing an excellent job keeping the equilibrium on this seesaw. So we're going to ask, I keep bumping the camera. I'm going to ask the Energy Spirit Oracle deck, another deck by Sandra and Taylor. What is the general energy of the month of March in relation to this back and forth? Let's see if we can get some more insights about the area of of your life where you need to focus your attention, your energy. So what is the general energy of the situation? Any other information you can possibly receive? Spirit guides from the pure white light. Any other information about this back and forth? What else do we need to know about the month of March in relation to this back and forth? Okay, I'll take the first card that I see. There are way too many here. There's prosperity on the bottom, but we'll take the first one we see on top. The card is card number 8, the teacher card, learning a new path. Okay. It might be a decision about learning something new, undertaking a new adventure, learning something new, possibly in the sense of a new course of studies, a new skill. There's potential for possibly for a new professional path, which might require going back to your ability to learn, absorb new information, learn something new. And you might need to rely on the wisdom of a person that might give you some guidance in this regard, since I see this teacher card. And with this book, I'm strongly led to believe that it might be something relating to a new course of study if you're still in school, or learning a new set of skills in a view of a possible new employment on a different professional path. So this is our jumping point for the reading. We can now get a few cards for my usual 5-card spread from the Good Tarot by Colette Reed. I'll show you the box for those of you who are always curious to know which decks I'm using. All right, Spirit Guides from the Pure White Light. So what is the main energy, the main theme of this situation for the month of March, for whoever needs to receive this message? We have a back and forth, and we have a learning a new path. Something might be holding you back. You might not be entirely sure about what to do if you want to step into your future, into a new venture, or if you want to stay where you are, if you want to keep going on the same path, if this is a professional, a work situation we're talking about. The general energy of Messenger of Air. In this deck, the Messenger of Air is the Knight of Swords. So this is his fast movement, indicates some fast movement. It might require a more prompt action, decision, gathering of information on your side. So this is a situation where you might need to act in a more decisive way. If not in taking the final decision, at least in the aspect of trying to get as many informations as possible about this new path that is opening in front of you. So what is the thing that we need to learn, that my viewers who are concerned by this message need to learn during the month of March? We have the Four of Earth, the Four of Pentacles in this deck. Holding on to what you have. Be protective of your own energy, assets, boundaries, accumulating as much as possible in preparation of a possible period of luck. It makes sense to me, especially if you're considering about leaving, let's say, your old job, your old employment, whatever the situation might be. But you're still not really sure about what the future has in store with you, which path you're going to take, what kind of, period of adjustment in terms of length. What's the period of adjustment that you will need to go through before you actually, start this new career, this new job? It would be important for you, for example, to hold on to your financial resources as much as you can. It might also mean that it might be necessary for you to hold on to your current situation, if this is a situation regarding decisions to stay in your old employment or start something new, look into other possibilities. It might be an invitation to try to be conservative. The word that comes up to mind to me when I see the Four of Earth is conservative. Try to be conservative with your own resources. So this really might go two ways so far. This Four of Swords could be interpreted as a lesson for the month of March, as either hold on to your situation still for some time before you jump into something new, before you jump into the unknown. Maybe as the back and forth, the seesaw in this card suggests, it might indicate try to keep a foot into different shoes for the time being, which would mean possibly keep your old job, but at the same time getting this side activity started, if it's a side hustle. or it could be in preparation of this big change in your professional life, in view of a possible, let's say, financial shakeup. At least for the beginning, it might be important for you to hold on to your resources as best as you can. What do you need to build during the month of March? So in other words, what are the actions that you need to take during the month of March? What do you need to build? Okay, 2 cards came out, and I'm gonna use them both. We have the Chariot card and the Patience card. The Patience card is the Temperance card. Both these cards indicate stamina and endurance and ability to either compromise or find an equilibrium between 2 opposing forces. So I do feel that there's an energy that somehow is working as a resonance, as an echo of this back and forth card. A decision needs to be made, and it will be made, but it's the universe is asking you to be patient to begin with. You might have some impatience burning you a little bit and motivating your actions. You might feel the urge, as indicated by the messenger of air, by the impetuousness of the Knight of Swords, to just go in with determination and without losing any time. Remember, this is a very fast moving energy, the energy of the Knight of Swords. But what the universe is telling you is to be a little bit more conservative, more patient, less impetuous in what you do. Gather the strength that you need first to create balance in your life. With these 2 opposing energies here, the white horse and the black horse, kind of tilting their heads in opposite directions, I do feel like you are torn between 2 possible outcomes, 2 possible courses of action. And the invitation that you're receiving from the universe is to hold your horses. Literally, I'm going to use the idiom hold your horses as a way to invite you to be patient and wait before you jump without thinking too much into a new situation. The decision will be made at some point. You will be successful. But for the time being, you need to be a little bit more patient. Before you jump, spring in with both feet in whatever new situation you have opening itself up to you in the future. What do you need to let go of during the month of March in relation to this? 2 of air. Well, the 2 of air is an energy of stagnancy, of inability to make a decision. Again, there's this strong sense of try to create balance. There's this idea of duality with the Chariot, with the 2 of air, with the back and forth. Let's continue pulling cards to see exactly what this energy is telling us. Because if I consider this card in its challenging position, because the question was, what do I need to let go of? I would have to let go of indecision, inability to listen to my own best advice, inability to go within, and finally making a decision. Let's see. Let's continue. What is the best guidance we can receive in this situation? My viewers who are concerned by this reading, what is the best guidance? Because in this first part of the reading, I do feel this energy of needing to hold on to your situation, hold on to your material situation, and be patient before making some hasty decision. But at the same time, there's this thing that I need to let go of, this attitude, situation, person, idea, which is telling you exactly the opposite. You need to let go of the indecision. Let's see how it plays out. So this is the best guidance. King of Earth. Well, with the King of Earth, King of Pentacles, I do see the Eight of Earth on the bottom of the deck. So this is definitely a situation about employment, about work, about your professional path. The best guidance is try to monetize your situation as much as possible. Try to pursue that situation that offers the best financial stability, the best financial returns. So consider exactly and carefully and thoughtfully which one of these two paths, if these are your old situation at work and the new one, or two possible new options, which one of the two you need to go after. You will need to go after, of course, the one that gives you more guarantees, the one that offers the best financial return, the one that looks like it's going to bring more prosperity, wealth, and abundance in your life. The one that feels like this is going to be something that I will be able to keep running for quite some time, something that will last in the long run, the one that will allow me to accumulate more wealth. I'm going to pull a clarifier on this one, the Two of Air. Why do we have the Two of Air as an answer to the question, what do I need to let go of? What do we need to let go of? Why do I have the Two of Air? All right. I got the Magician and the Three of Fire. How could I interpret these two cards? So if this is stagnancy, this is taking action and waiting for the results to pan out. So the attitude that we definitely need to take to let go of is the indecision. I do feel like you have two different options in front of you. This could be your old job and a new prospect. It could be two new possibilities for your professional future. And it feels like you're really undecided and you're getting kind of impatient. Either undecided or maybe it's not something that depends on you. It's not that you lack the momentum or the intensity or the decisiveness to choose one path or the other. It might be that the opportunity themselves might not be absolutely ready. The situation might not have reached the maturity that is necessary for the other counterpart to give you the okay to proceed, to move on, to make your choice. It might be an external situation. It might be that somebody else is kind of making it impossible for you to make a decision. So this is an invitation to action with the Magician and the Three of Fire. The Three of Fire is like the first completion of a very important first step towards the accomplishment of planned action that you have in mind. So the financial aspect of the situation is something that is going to play the biggest part in your decision. There's a need for you to hold on to your resources or possible think in terms of accumulating, gathering, accruing, obtaining, getting as much financially, materially, as much as possible out of this new if this is something regarding your profession, any professional new step, new choice that you can do for your future. I'm going to pull a card for the final outcome, and then we'll clarify with another oracle card to get some more guidance and inspiration regarding this situation. So let's see, what is the final outcome of the situation? Nine of Air. Still, I do feel that there's a lot of care, concern, anxiety around this situation. You might be anxious. It almost feels like you cannot wait to jump in this new situation. You cannot wait to finally move on. You cannot wait to receive the information, the feedback. You might be waiting. That's what it is. You might be waiting for an answer here. You might be waiting for an answer. You might have gone already ahead with, could be sending your resume, filling out your application form. If you're thinking about self-improvement or stuff like that, you might have already done a few steps in, for example, if you need some funds from a bank, and might be with this King of Earth. You might have already submitted your business plans in order to receive some funding from an institution, a grant. It could be a financial grant. It could be some funds to get your business started, so it might involve a bank. So it might be that you might have already started this process and you are getting impatient because you haven't received an answer yet. So this is what is this two of swords might indicate. That you're probably in a situation of stagnation because you haven't received the feedback that you needed in order to, keep going with the next step. You might need to be proactive. Send that extra email, make that phone call. With a magician, having all the tools in his toolkit, abilities, instruments, tools that he needs to perform whatever task. To implement whatever project. It might be that you might need to take action. You might need to make that phone call. You might need to send that email in order to receive a feedback, to get things started, in order to get some sort of reaction, in order to get some results. So there might be a back and forth, maybe, in the sense of waiting for the feedback from the institution, the society, the company, wherever you sent your, let's say, for example, this is just an example, your job application. It might be concerning somebody who's interested in teaching. For some of you, it could be that. It could be public education. It could be a private academic institution. It might regard some training that is necessary for you to get started with this new professional venture. And in this sense, you need to be patient and wait before moving on, before making a decision. Because the informations will come to you, you will receive. There's a lot of movement in this reading with the Chariot card, with the Messenger of Air. You just have to hold on and be patient because something is about to move. You will receive the answers that you need. Let's get some additional guidance. And this is, let me get it. This is the Messages from the Spirits of Nature Oracle by Dr. Stephen D. Farmer. So we're going to get some additional guidance and we'll read from the guidebook. Okay, what is the additional guidance that my viewers concerned by this reading need to receive? So I do feel like the field of your life, the area of your life that needs your focus and your attention this month, for whoever is meant to receive this message, is your professional life. I cannot forget seeing the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. And here, after I shuffled the cards for the last time, we have the Two of Earth, the Two of Coins. So there's this idea of having to juggle two different things or waiting patiently for some news to come in. Might involve two side hustle, two part-time jobs or stuff of that kind. Oh, desert, thirst. Oh, you're definitely thirsty for news. You are definitely eager to receive that, the sort of the confirmation, feedback that you need to be able to, make good plans for the future. Let's read from the guidebook what the message is. Oh, I opened the book exactly that page, so this was really meant to be. The way this guidebook is structured, there's a first part where the author of the deck gives you some specific informations about the landscape, the natural landscape that is portrayed in the card. So we're gonna skip that. And go into the message and the meaning of the card right away. It isn't a lack of water that is calling for your attention now, but a vague awareness that something is missing. Your life feels rather dry and bereft of anything that will quench that thirst. All your attempts at finding relief so far have been misdirected, as you have been pursuing habitual patterns that, while familiar, have not fully satisfied you. There remains the feeling of lack, of an internal dryness that you haven't been able to pinpoint but can feel as a heartache or a malaise. This is no thirst of the body, but a spiritual thirst, the dryness of the soul, one that can be satiated only by drinking from the well of spirit. It's important now to attend to this spiritual deprivation by practicing a sacred meditation, prayer, ceremony, or any other means that align you with your higher self. Heeding the inner prompting to express your creativity in any way that calls to you is another bridge to connecting with spirit. Honor the calling and note how it satisfies the spiritual thirst. So this message, this card makes me think of is that sense of impatience that is kind of mounting here, building up because you are in a stagnant situation where you cannot get access to the answers that you need to receive in order to move on with some important professional choices in your life. There's a kind of anxiety here that speaks to the feeling and emotions Dr. Stephen Farmer talks about in his guidebook. But the invitation that Spirit has for you is to be patient and find your fortitude, finding your stamina, finding that something that will quench your thirst into possibly a meditation, some sacred ceremonies, any ritual that can help you replenish your spiritual landscape that at the moment is a little dry. Consider the situation. So that was my general reading for the month of March. I hope it was helpful. Please let me know in the comment section if it resonates with you at all. I'm always happy to receive your feedback, to read your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so. So far. You can also hit the notification bell to receive a notification about every new video that we'll upload. Thank you so much for being with me for this reading. Have a great week.